Hey guys, this is Blythe, and you are watching Witches of the Moon. It is Monday, and our topic for this week is what age is it appropriate for you to incorporate children into your practice? My belief is it really depends on the parent, the practitioner, or the aunt and uncle, or whatever, their knowledge base, and also the maturity level of the child as well, because you're going to have different children with different needs, and you're going to have different adults on different levels of their path. I've heard people say, from birth, just like any other religion, and then some people believe that everybody should be able to find their own way, their own path, and they're going to allow they want their children to learn everything, as much culture as they can, because you can't really teach everybody everything, is my opinion. So I can only really give you my experience. When I found paganism, or when I became pagan, however you want to do that terminology, my youngest was 1 and my oldest was 5. And I did not realize until I really started paying more attention is how Christianized my 5-year-old had become already just by going to public kindergarten, because they had taught her about about Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, but there's no mention of any other holidays around that time of year. So that first year I kind of let it coast, because I had just started learning about a couple of months prior myself. So I didn't feel comfortable in my knowledge base in order to teach my children about something I didn't know anything about yet. So it's been a couple years since then, and what I do is my children know about the spots, and we do celebrate them more on their level. The first Ostara, we planted seeds, we made a fairy garden. We have done. Oh wait, hold on. We made these candle holders for Imbolc, which is actually a video on my personal channel about that. We went apple picking last year for Mavon, and we're going to do it again this year because it was a lot of fun. And just little simple stuff like that is what I try to get the kids involved in. I do feel like it is very important for me in my path and also my children to get them more involved. And I'm going to try to figure out how I can do this on their level. So that is something that I am working towards. One of the reasons why I haven't gone totally gung-ho in a lot of it is because I am worried about what other people are going to think about what my children are saying, and try to change their minds or squash some of their ideas and their imaginations. But by me not supporting them is not helping them either. So that is something that I need to do as a parent. Now, about a year and a half ago, it feels like it's been longer, we started actually going to a Unitarian Universalist church almost every single Sunday. And the reason why I decided to do that is because their beliefs lined up with my beliefs, and I wanted my children to have a basis and learn about different cultures, and I didn't feel like I was knowledgeable enough to provide that for them. So we started going, and my daughter especially, because she's the older one, she fell in love with it, and we have been going ever since. And it has been great for all of us. And actually, this year, we've been going for a while. Actually, this year, this will be the third school year we'll be attending. Maybe longer than that, that we've been going. I'm actually going to be helping teach the 5th and 6th graders about the Bible, which is something I don't know much about, so I'll be teaching myself as well. I'm very excited about this. This is something that I feel, I always knew that I was meant to be there, and I never knew why, but I was definitely guided to be there, and I wasn't sure if it was just for my children or if it was for me as well. So let's say life is adventure. Let's keep on going and see what happens. So that is my view on it. I feel like children should be incorporated as soon as they are ready and able to appreciate the different things. Now, personally in my life, there is going to come a point in time where I'm going to hopefully, have a partner, a permanent life partner, however you want to put it, and the odds of that person also having a child is going to be extremely high given the age range. So I am hoping that there is going to be a way that all of the children will be able to be incorporated into practices that are comfortable with everybody, because that's where things start to get a little sticky, and I don't want to be doing different things with my kids and not with the other child, because that's when you get separations in the family, and that is something that has actually happened to me growing up. So that is not something that I want to happen in the future, but of course that's going to be something that will be discussed between me and the other person. But I do believe the Unitarian Universalist belief system is very important and is a very good thing to have, and that would actually be where I would start out, because I feel that no matter where I go, no matter where I am, I'm going to search out that type of spiritual structure for my children. So that is what is important to me as far as that goes. So, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. So some books. Everybody loves books. Actually, we'll start with the webpage. Pukapages.com is an excellent resource for pagan kids. It has stories and recipes and coloring pages, and it has everything on the kids level. So check them out. I'm going to put a link below. A book that I read that explains the Sabbats in a very simple way, if you plan on celebrating them, is what's it called? Ordinary Girl, Magical Child, which I don't have with me currently because it's still on loan from like a year ago to my stepmother, because I wanted her to be able to understand what I was teaching my children. And it gives a very simple explanation of all the Sabbats, basically what pagans are and what a spell is, and a very simple full moon ritual and a very simple new moon ritual as well. It's about banishing nightmares, which I feel is really cool. So, and also, this is something that's been recommended to me, and I can't honestly say that I've read it, and hopefully somebody out there has read it and can further expound on this. But Circle Around, and this has lots of different crafts and songs and all sorts of stuff to do with all the different sabbats and recipes and everything else. Now, these books I absolutely love, and I only have the 2 of them, and I need to get the other ones. But these are about the solstices and the equinoxes, and these are more on a science level based, not necessarily a religion based. So these could be for anybody, and this tells you about the history and the science of the day itself. So this one is called The Shortest Day, and I like this one. So it's about the winter solstice, which is the shortest day, and it explains what the ancient people felt like they felt that gods were angry at them. That's why the days were getting shorter and colder and everything else. And then they realized we were on a rotation. This goes into briefly about how the day started being celebrated with the Romans and the Druids and the Swedes. So I really do enjoy this book, and in the end, it has some little kitty things to do. See, and this shows you more on how the Earth rotates. So I thought that was really cool. And this one is about spring. So this goes into the history as well, and there's different crafts and recipes in the end of this book as well. So those I highly, highly recommend. Like I said, I need to get the other ones. So I want to know if you have children or nieces or nephews or children that you are mentoring in this path. Let me know what you do. I want to know what you incorporate, what you teach, how you do what you do. I'm very interested because you are probably going to help me out. So on that note, I hope everybody has a blessed week and have a good day.